Did I hear a kitty? Anyway, howdy, this is PaleRider, and welcome to my stream. I am back with The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. And last time I played, well, none of these rooms have roofs on them. Anyway, last time I played, I was having a lot of internet connection problems, and I ended up having to quit early. So I did well, I didn't even finish it yet. Let me check here. Yep, Lilies and Vipers. This is the one I was trying to do, trying to figure out who kidnapped the kids. King Foltest, who got killed at the beginning of the game, in front of his kids, in front of the Witcher. The kids were I guess they're put under the protection of the Council of Regents for that kingdom, Temeria, and they had, I guess, one of the associates of Roach, some lady that he knew, watching them, trying to take care of them. And they were supposed to be getting transported to the summit that I'm at right now in Loch Mween. And they got jumped. And the kids got kidnapped. The girl escaped. And we found her, and she told us what happened. But we couldn't find out who was behind it. And I just found out who was behind it last night. Or not last night. It was the night before. Yesterday. The day before yesterday, I just found out who did it, and it was this guy that I'm standing in front of right now. So I got to talk to him, Count Marival. He had forged a document saying he was one of his rivals, Baron Kimbolt, and telling them to change course, which led them into an ambush, and the kids got captured, and the son got killed. It was a little boy got killed. The little girl's still alive, but she's the bastard heir of the throne. The king had another daughter, a full daughter that wasn't a bastard. But she got married to a neighboring kingdom's king. So I guess that makes her not eligible to become the ruler, because it's a conflict of interest, I guess. So that this other little girl is next in line at the throne. So some people are trying to protect her, and some people are trying to get rid of her, because the Council of Regents, the different regents, the different noblemen in that country are trying to take control themselves. Different ones are wanting control. Kimbolt especially, but apparently he didn't actually do this. He didn't go against the kids. He's not gonna. He said truthfully, because we found out truthfully that he doesn't want them to become heir to the throne, but he wouldn't go as far as killing kids to get that, get his wish, because he's actually, Kimbolt's the cousin of the king, the dead king, so he would actually be next in line to the throne if the kids weren't around, but he wouldn't go that far. But apparently this dude did, that dude. And I'm going to have to talk to him right now. Anyway, what's up with my stream? Wow. And on my side, it's so out of focus. Anyway, I hope it's not that way all the way around. You wanted to see me. Accuse. What brings you to Lochmoyne? Bridget. Pale Brock. Names sound familiar. Okay, so this is the girl that told us about, or she was the one that was watching the kids when they got kidnapped and ambushed. And she's the one that told us to look into it. Yeah.
Does the name Brigida Papabrock ring any bells?
Rings bells, sets off whistles. Why? I believe my loins have grown warm. Touch my plums, touch my plums.
What?
Excuse me.
Wow.
Fruit witcher, especially fruit of the south. Tender, juicy, soft on the exterior.
Wow.
That's what I think of when you mention Dame Brigida. The woman is positively obsessed.
I was hoping for a straighter answer.
A man
Wow.
of your experience surely understands what I need.
Dude's a
So you admit you know her
first class perv.
I know her, I have known her, and I expect I yet will, and I'm not alone in that. Though, mind you, I admire the woman. Her kind of ambition is rare among both genders.
Ever taken advantage of that? Ever asked her to run errands for you?
One must be careful with the ambitious. They are almost always running their own errands. Asking them to do yours simply invites them to use you. Baron Kimbolt learned that the hard way. But why ask me about the lass, here and now of all times and places? Surely, given your close allegiance and, no doubt, many a shared drinking binge, Commander Roach has told you all.
Baron Kimball, what's your connection? I know enough. What about Roach?
Commander Roach can be strangely discreet. What do you know?
I'm hardly one to tell another man's secrets.
Indulge me.
If you must know, the rascal Roach rogered our dear Brigida just before he passed her off onto me, among others, with a purpose in mind, I suspect.
Rogered her?
Interested to
Does that
hear
mean he
what you had
boned her?
to say.
My, aren't we dutiful?
Brigida used Baron Kimbolt?
Continues to, I surmise.
To what end?
You cannot expect me to answer every little query that pops into your mind, Witcher.
Okay, I'm going to ask him if what he wanted first. I know I'm going to accuse him because I know he's the bad guy, but I want to see what he says first.
What's so urgent, Count?
Etiquette is not your enemy, Witcher. It would not hurt you to embrace it at times. In any case, I could not help noticing you circulating in and out of Baron Kimbolt's quarters. Yet I wonder if you are fully aware of the kind of man you serve.
What do you mean?
He cuts a fine figure, doesn't he? The heavy cloak, the silver mane, the booming voice. Yet our worthy Baron is hardly the saint he makes himself out to be.
A lot of that going around recently.
I am in possession of certain information that might interest you.
And you want to share it because...
We come from different worlds, Witcher. On the surface, we are as unlike as wraiths and wyverns. Yet, no matter our preferences, culinary, political, erotic, ultimately we both are interested in and tirelessly seek one and the same thing: the truth.
Yeah, right.
You can talk, Count. I'll grant you that. But I'm not convinced you can be trusted. Baron Kimbolt also offered me the chance to learn a certain truth. I don't think I need to say who about.
And you are certain that Kimbolt can be trusted?
So far, all the Baron's words have proved true.
Well, then I merely ask that you verify mine. You are not the sole person to have repeatedly visited our kind-hearted Baron recently.
Doesn't seem strange to me, given the time and the place.
He has also had some more troublesome callers, blackmailers to be specific. Now, I'm not handing down any verdicts. Perhaps the Baron has some personal problems, in which case I would very much like to help him.
Get to the point, Count.
My people have learned where these blackmailers are encamped. I assume Baron Kimbolt has not been sitting on his hands and has also dispatched his huntsman to find them. A horrible man.
I know who you mean. Ran into him in Kimbolt's quarters.
Then you must also know that if you do not make haste, nothing will be left of our blackmailers, save some rotting corpses. I shall show you where they have their camp, and I merely ask that you learn what is at issue. Naturally, you can count on my gratitude, though we both know that is not the greatest reward.
I can't promise you anything, Count, but I'll think about it. Farewell.
Talk to Kimbolt's blackmailers before the Baron's huntsmen dispose of them. Dang, where are they? Wow. Do I really even need to do this? Pretty sure that this guy's the freaking culprit here, man. Right here. Let me see what it says at the very bottom. I can't remember exactly what. The letter was clearly a forgery. The Witcher decided to visit the Baron to try and establish who might have tried to frame him. After talking to Kimbolt, Geralt knew that he would need to investigate the Tamriel Tamarian nobles if he wanted to learn what truly happened to Bowsy and Aeneas. Aeneas. It still cracks me up. Aeneas. I'll try to say Aeneas because it doesn't sound like a butthole. The powerful Baron Kimbolt and the diplomatic yet enigmatic Count Miravel seemed key to solving the mystery. Thus, the Witcher continued to delve into in hopes of finding evidence he could. This doesn't really completely have proof that this Miravel is the bad guy. Wait, what? There was another part of that. When right before I quit last time, I had to fight the freaking wizard dude. Which one was that? Dang it. Crown Witness. This is it. No, it was the messenger, maybe. There we go. Upon reading... Oh, yeah. See, this is the proof I needed right here. Well, I was so pissed off at the stream cutting out on me last time, my connection going bad, that I forgot all of this. So, the wizard dude that I fought had a letter on him. Reading the letter, Geralt understood he had hit the bullseye. The Count was indeed collaborating with Nilfgaard. He had arranged the attack on the convoy carrying Bowsy and Annius in the bids to abduct the royal bastards for the emperor. The Emperor of Nilfgaard is, yeah, it's a whole empire that's kind of trying to take control of the whole world. Thus he had had a hand in the boy's death. Even if the Count had not intended the latter, Geralt had no choice. He set off to see Natalis to present his charges and the evidence supporting them. Okay, so I do have evidence that shows that this guy's responsible. But I want to go see what he was sending me after. Wait, was this always here? Wait, what? That's the sewers. I don't remember that being like that. Guess it was, man. Just don't pay attention, do I? Let me check something.
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shatter your tower!
It's a brazen attack. KingRat will learn of this.
Radovid sent them, you idiot!
The audacity!
Turn
yourself
away
together.
the black cat!
Sell some crap. Is that it?
And the bat, the owl, and the rat.
Wow. Laggy spot. Okay. These thugs were not here last time I was here. Mercenary leader, okay.
What do you want?
I saw you talking to Kimbold.
I'm free to go where I please and talk to whoever I please.
Couldn't agree more. Now you're here and you'll talk to me. I'm interested in the Baron.
I've naught to say to you.
Not good, because I need to know everything you know about him.
Baron Kimbold sends his regards.
Oh, just what we needed.
Leave us, Witcher.
Since when does a Witcher take orders from a huntsman?
Since that Witcher stopped hunting monsters and started poking his nose into others' affairs.
Sometimes the stench is so strong you can't help but catch a whiff.
Aye, well
walking around behind
spoken.
me.
You've some common stinking thugs here, and I'm to teach them some humility.
A ponce like you? Pucker up and kiss my ass, you fucking tulip.
Tulip. Leave them alone.
These folk have nothing to say to you, understand?
I'll be the judge of that.
Lend us a hand, Witcher. You'll not regret it.
I'll need to know everything about Kimbold.
God, this is shit! Enough of your jabbering! Kill them all! Ah!
Okay. There's more? Oh, this bastard.
Thanks, Witcher. We'd be corpses if not for you.
Yeah, seems likely. Now don't make me regret helping you.
You're welcome to all we know about Kimball.
I'm all ears.
We came here to collect our fee, me and me brothers, for a favour we did the Baron.
What did you do for him?
Spent 4 days in a forest, sitting on our asses.
Baron Kimbold wanted to pay you for that?
Course not. We was to destroy some wagons in a caravan that was to pass through Millville. Problem is, caravan never came round.
I can see why you're having trouble collecting.
Kimball had shite information. How is that our fault? That bugger lost us a right lot of time. And you know what they say, time is coin.
What exactly were your orders?
We was to watch the high road for a caravan carrying nobles. 2 coloured wagons and a small escort. The wagons, they was ours. All inside was to perish.
Any idea who was supposed to be in the wagons?
2 high-born young'uns and their nannies. That's all the Baron told us.
Willing to tell Natalis all this?
I'm to fess up. They draw and quarter me.
You didn't do anything. Took a job, that's it. They can't prove you actually wanted to complete it. If you refuse, Kimbold wins. He'll squirm his way out of this, but it won't end there. The Baron's got gold enough to hunt you till he hunts you down.
Not likely. I'll see them tear stripes off his back with hot pincers. All right, I'll talk to Natalis.
Okay, so even though Kimbold didn't mess with the kids, he was planning on it. But Marivel got to him at first, and Kimbold just wanted him dead so that he can have the throne. Marivel didn't want him dead. Which way did I come in here? Over here. So Marivel didn't want him dead. He kidnapped him to give him to the Nilfgaardians. So both of them had their own reasons. But Kimbold actually wanted him dead, but he didn't kill him. But, oh shit. So it's good that I got both sides of the story here.
Renowned magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers and crystals!
Now I got to go to Natalis and tell him what I found out. Actually, do I really even not need to talk to this guy again? I want to see what happens. Oh. No, I want to talk to him. There we go.
I found the Baron's blackmailers.
And? Did Kimbold knock up a peasant girl, a healthy one at least?
Unfortunately, it's a national matter, not a personal one.
May I know its essence? As a statesman, matters pertaining to Temeria are of the utmost concern to me.
It looks like Kimbold hired this group to murder Anais and Busi.
Thank the gods they were only half successful.
This group didn't kill anyone. The convoy carrying Foltest's children changed course. It never arrived where our blackmailers were waiting.
I know the Baron. He approaches things comprehensively. He must have enlisted a second group, which accomplished the terrible deed.
Whichever way you cut it, Kimbold's a traitor, pure and simple.
Oh my, must have hit the old man pretty hard.
The Baron doesn't know yet.
What are you waiting for, Witcher? Make haste. You must deliver the evidence to the Interrex.
Actually, I was hoping you'd do that. I need to tend to some other matters.
Knowing the constable, I fear he would look upon any accusation I made with distaste. He could very well assume I was merely trying to subvert a natural rival. He might see the evidence as doubtful. even fabricated. But we cannot allow a traitor to play an important role during the summit.
Yeah, I guess we can't.
Besides, to witness the fall of the honorable Baron Kimbold, I don't know if I could bear it.
I gotta admit, Count, your clearly feigned concern for Kimbold, well, it makes me wonder.
Yes, I suppose it must. Goodbye, Witcher.
Farewell, Count.
Let's save one more time because I'm going to accuse him right now. Let's see what he says.
Fool, I find no other term for you. Did you think I could let you go with that information? I truly regret it had to end this way. Witcher? Witcher!
Forgive me, Count. I lost my train of thought. I'd like to talk.
Okay, so that's, I guess that, okay, so the Witchers have a sense, a sixth sense, kind of like. They can sense magic around them, and they can sense danger. And I guess that's what it is. It's kind of like a
You have it coming.
little bit of a... Oh, you know what? I want to. I'm going to do the same thing to Kimbold. It's kind of a second sight, like, I don't know. ESP, see the future. I'll probably get the same thing when I try to accuse him. Yep, I knew it. Exactly the same cutscene.
I'm impressed by your endurance, Witcher. Rather, I would have been had anyone known what happened here. Yes, what is it?
Never mind.
Nothing. I'd like to talk. They're gonna re-establish the Conclave. I didn't expect so many Temerians to show up for the ceremony.
We're not here for some magic pomp and circumstance.
Is that
We already heard all this the other day.
Wanderers and scoundrels.
Okay, so that's why it tells me to go talk to Natalis. Because if I would have accused either one of those guys, they would have freaking executed me right there. This is like the Attorney General type dude or something, I guess. So let me save here, just in case he shoots me now.
It's you!
It's you! I know what happened to the royal children. Council Regents. I think you can strike a deal with the mages.
Boosie and Anais.
Yes?
Accuse them both.
Count Marivel outright betrayed Temeria, while Baron Kimbold planned to murder Foltest's children.
Those are serious charges.
Kimbold hired some thugs to do the wet work for him. I found them, and one's ready to testify. They never got the job done because the convoy carrying the children changed course, only to fall into an ambush set by Marivel. The Count wanted to hand Anais and Boosie over to the Nilfgaardians. You'll find the proof in this letter. Boosie's death was an accident.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria. I cannot arrest them both. Their contingents are among the largest in Loch Muin, and I cannot risk mutiny by their men. Thank you, Witcher. You did well to bring this matter to my attention. I only hope Baron Kimbold will agree to stand with me. So you see, Baron, I have learned all, and it makes me sick to think about it. However, you may count yourself fortunate, for we've a greater problem to deal with. You shall provide me with your full support as we arrest Count Maraval.
This plea sounds more like a threat to me, Constable.
It is no plea. It is an order. And yes, a threat. Refuse, and the Council of Regents shall receive ample evidence of your crime, of your wish to slay the children
Wow,
for
somebody just
whom
fart.
our king gave his life.
What are your terms, Natalis?
Upon returning to Vizima, I shall destroy the evidence against you. Prior to that, however, I expect your unconditional support.
How can I be certain you will do as you pledge?
My word still means something, unlike yours, you lying, rotting son of a whore.
So be it. But heed this, Constable. Do not try to cross me.
I don't know what I did last time. I don't think I did the whole thing. I just did one side of it and accused just one dude. So outcomes happen completely different when you change things around in this game. First of all, I got a... Oh, wow, I got 2 talents now. I need to use some on this side. Sign damage. Ard. Axie. Hex opponents receive. And damage dealt. I don't get that. Quinn. Okay, so I am done with that. Wow, all I got left is this. These 2 are main quests. Oh, God. So now I have to make a major decision. There's 2 paths I can go down right now. I could either go save Triss, or I can help Roach save one of the kidnapped kids, the one that's still alive, that I just found out, you know, about what happened to. If I know because I've did both of these before. If I save Triss, the little girl dies. But if I save the little girl, Triss actually escapes and she doesn't die, but our relationship changes after that. She doesn't help me in the end, I don't think. I think I'm going to try both. I know I got to make a decision, and I could actually keep the save, but wait, I didn't even mark it, did I? Okay. Look on the map now. So it's 2 different places I can go. One of them is where Roach is. That's right in the center of the map. Blinking spot. And towards the top, I think that's to go save Triss. I think I'm going to do Triss first. Wonder what he would say if I tried to talk to him now.
You've wasted enough of my time.
He's not very happy with me. You know what?
Witcher.
Let me get that. It gives me more sword damage. This dummy's not here anymore.
True, true.
So this way's to go save Triss. And there's that freaking idiot.
Look who's here, the Rivian Witcher.
Greetings.
Our paths cross often, it seems.
Too often.
What do you seek here?
You mean who? I know you have Triss.
Triss Marigold.
In the Nilfgaardian camp? Fistek has addled your brain.
Lower your sword, son.
Yeah, buddy.
You've got
Cut his freaking head right off.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's a good screenshot.
One false move and your ambassador will never see Nilfgaard's son again.
My men won't let you leave here alive.
They will if you ask them to, Excellency, and I believe you will.
Reynold Eb Madsen's orders come from the Emperor himself. He'd rather die than give you Marigold.
Then he'll die.
No, mark my words.
Out of the way, all of you, or the old man dies.
Hold there!
I'm not joking.
I know, and I advise you not to hesitate. Kill him, for we shan't move one bit.
Then was
He who brings me the Witcher's head will get the Order of Merit.
But Ambassador Fitz-Estelin...
Your Excellency. Orders from the capital.
I killed him. Okay, here we go.
I'll have to kill you all.
What are you waiting for? Get him!
Okay, this is not going to be an easy fight, is it? Get the guys without the shields first.
Long live the Emperor!
Wow, bastard. I have the wrong thing going here.
Die, Nordling!
Let me loot everything while I'm here. Some more loot over here. Where are they at, anyway? They're right there. I don't want to go that way too far yet. What's up here? Oh, more loot. Nilfgaardian Harpy. The hell's a Nilfgaardian Harpy? Sounds like a social disease. Wow, that's a little glitchy. Oh, there's a dude up there. Oh, there's more than one dude up there. Come on, just go. Wow. Can I go up? There we go.
For the Emperor!
Oh, wow. Blood splatter on the walls. That's my favorite artwork. It's like one of them Pollock paintings. Can I get in this way? Oh, wait, you know what? Go back for a minute. I missed this whole thing over here. No. The hell's here? What happened? It's locked. That was... Where am I? Okay. That was weird. Did some kind of autosave when I was there. I'm going to save here.
The gate's closed. There must be another way in.
Okay, so that's why I have to go the other way. I was just making sure. I kind of figured that. I wanted to make sure I got all the loot also. Let me check my loot status. I can carry lots more loot. Nope, wrong button.
Long live the Emperor!
Long live your mother's butt. It is such a nice butt. Gotta preserve it in cement. Okay. Just checking to see if there's any loot. This is the way to go, though. Okay, this part, I remember last time I played this game, this part I got killed a few times, so I need to save right before I go down in here, because this is a pretty tough fight, because he just keep coming, I think. I don't think I was as strong as I am now.
Did you
First time I
really
played.
think you could just prance in here? Make the Emperor proud! Kill him!
For the Emperor!
The Imperial Army's ranks are endless!
Okay. I gotta save. I got a power move. I want to save it for that final dude, because he's tough. Dang. You're jacking me up.
snapping. Die, Northling!
I'm getting jacked, man.
Long live the Emperor!
Like I said, long live your mama's butt. And her boobies. Mama had some nice, mighty fine boobies. Okay. Save again. How's my inventory? Still good. Still good. Okay, so I'm going to be fighting that dude here in a minute. Where's he at?
Congratulations, Witcher. They were my best men.
Release Marigold. Choose better ones.
You should have picked them more carefully, or trained them better.
Or perhaps they were ready for any foe but you.
Free Triss, or join them.
You amaze me. How can you risk your life for a witch?
She's the love of my life.
Let's just say we're close.
I knew it. You're in love with her. You wouldn't risk your neck otherwise. But you don't know everything about her.
What are you talking about?
Your friend and the other witches conspired against your rulers.
How do you know that?
From the best possible source. She confessed.
And how did you convince her to do that?
By showing her the confessions of other lodge members.
I don't believe you.
That's irrelevant at this point. During our chat, my people managed to regroup, call for reinforcements.
Maybe now they'll start fighting like men.
Time to show you the Empire's true power. Surround him!
For the Emperor!
God, I got a freaking wizard. I'm gonna get that sumbitch right now.
For Nilfgaard!
Still gotta fight that other dude though, so this kind of sucks.
Save to the Emperor! Shield bearers, forward! Die, Northling!
Oh, that's him right there. Probably should have saved that power move for him. Now I'm on fire.
Emperor, I failed you.
Yeah, you did. Okay. Take the key from his body. I thought I just did. Okay, she's over there in that chest, I think. All right. Ooh, I got some more armor. Not near as good as what I already have. That must have been that dude's. See where the reduction in magic damage is really good. And the maximum load. That means my... if I get over encumbered, I can wear it. And... that dude's letter. There's the key. Triss's prison key. I got some stuff. That's a pretty good plate enhancement thing. That'd be a good sword if I didn't already have a really good one. Oh, that was the other sword I picked up. Wow, that's better than this one, ain't it? Yep. Yeah, that'd be a really good one if I didn't already have a real good one. A harpy. Okay. Okay, let's see what he has to say. Okay, letter of the Emperor of Nilfgaard to Renald Ip Matson. That's the soldier dude that I just killed. Private and confidential. I agree with the conclusions of your report. Fitz Osterlin has failed, and we cannot allow his ineptitude to foil my plans. I hereby authorize you to resolve this problem by any means you deem fit, should such a need arise. Huh. So, how did he fail before I captured him? Okay, and this is from him, the guy that he was talking about, Fitz Osterlin. Okay, this is his letter to the Emperor. To His Majesty, Imperial Majesty, blah, 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 private and confidential. Your Imperial Majesty, as your Imperial Majesty foresaw, my negotiations with Hensel proved an uphill battle. He rejected your Imperial Majesty's proposition. Furthermore, I believe the so-called Lodge will soon cease to serve our aims. For now, the headstrong sorceresses are mitigated by the actions of Witcher Gerald. But in my opinion, he knows too much already and will need to be eliminated soon. Upon the conclusion of the summit of Lochmuin, I will immediately inform your Imperial Majesty of the summit's results and of the circumstances of the Witcher's death. Okay, so he was planning on killing me, and headstrong sorceresses are mitigated by the actions. So the sorceresses are involved in some kind of conspiracy. That's what he's trying to say. That, and apparently, Triss might know something. She's part of that sorceress's council. Before I go over to where she's at, let me get everything. Might have to get out of here quick. Oh, she might be down there. Oh, okay. I thought she might be in this chest. You'll know why once we find her. Oh, wait, maybe not. Huh. Okay, so she was a little freaking statue before. Nothing in here to loot. She's going, what are you doing, Witcher?
Geralt?
Didn't expect to see me.
Are you kidding? The only person you expect to see in a Nilfgaardian dungeon is the executioner.
Did they torture you?
They tried various things, but they got nothing from me.
When I left Flotsam with Vernon, I somehow doubted I'd find you so soon.
I know it was hard on you. I'll never forget this, you hear? Never.
The Lodge didn't help you.
I'd slaughter half the Nilfgaardian army for a friend. I know you're a member of the Lodge, Triss.
How do you know of the Lodge?
Does it matter? I also know the Lodge was behind Demoven's assassination.
Geralt, I
trust you.
True. I'm a member of the Lodge. Just like 8 other sorceresses. But if you think I'm responsible for the Lodge's actions, you're badly mistaken. The Lodge is a theater for 2 actresses. Sheila and Philippa have long dominated it.
To the point where you didn't know about the murder they planned?
To the point where I was no longer invited to gatherings.
Why?
They stopped trusting me.
Because you didn't agree with them?
9 women very rarely agree on anything. The actual problem was that...
You.
Tell me.
I was close to you. If Sheila fears anyone, it's Geralt of Rivia. The Lodge did everything to convince me that our relationship didn't bother them, even that it suited them. But they manipulated me. Through me, they fed you select information. Depending on the circumstances, they twisted facts.
We're still close. They could still be doing it.
Don't insult me.
I don't trust you? No.
Calm down, Triss. Reynold Ep Matson claimed otherwise, but I'll always take your word over that of some Nilfgaardian lowlifes. Now, you'll tell me everything you know. I need to learn the truth.
All existing councils of mages disintegrated after the Thaned massacre. We all acted separately. Philippa decided to create a new organization, a secret one this time. When I was sworn in, it never crossed my mind that the Lodge's plans would soon become secret to its members. As you know, Philippa's not one for minor undertakings. She presented a plan for creating a powerful state controlled by sorceresses.
No wonder the kings don't like the mages. Good idea. Too bad it's completely unachievable. Why is it a good idea? Oh, the king, everybody's out for their freaking self. That's how politicians are. That's why it always cracks me up when one politician or political group is bitching about another political group trying to demonize another political group when they're just as freaking bad. Anyway, good idea. Too bad it's completely unachievable.
The best laid schemes of mages and men.
Philippa and Sheila never lacked ideas or enthusiasm. To control a powerful state, they needed to create one first. Or find a wealthy land with a suitable political arrangement and an easily manipulated ruler. Sheila chose the Pontar Valley, Demavend, and Stennis.
Strange choice. Why is it a strange choice? It's perfect. Yep.
I'd choose the same if I were her. Demiven didn't have a network of spies anywhere near as good as Henselt's or Radovid's.
Nor could he count on the loyalty of such men as our dear Vernon Roach. At one of our meetings, I just asked how they imagined overthrowing Demiven. That was the last time I was invited. After Demiven's death, I became suspicious, but had no evidence. Philippa brushed me off. When you went off to meet Yorveth and Sheila was busy with the Karen's carcass, I managed to scan parts of her megascope. That's when I learned that Sheila had dealings with Letho.
Why didn't you tell me? Pity I didn't know about that.
If only I'd learned that, everything could have been different.
Letho must have shadowed me when I entered Sheila's room. Then he forced me to teleport us to somewhere near Vergen.
Did you talk to him?
He wasn't aggressive. In Vergen, he told me that Sheila commissioned them to assassinate Demiven. Them being the Witchers of the School of the Viper. Sheila helped them prepare the assassination.
I wonder why he told you about it.
Is that important?
Conspirators who suddenly divulge everything? I'd be suspicious.
There was some interference as we teleported to Edirn. I emerged intact, but pretty battered. I knew Philippa was in the area. I decided to go see her and lay my cards on the table.
Maybe Letho wanted just that.
I met a woman at Philippa's house. Thought she was just a servant or Philippa's lover. Before I could speak, I was overpowered by spells. I hardly expected an attack. The pain I felt as my body was compressed. It's indescribable. As if all my bones were being broken. It's even worse when you return to your true form. In any case, Philippa had no idea her lover was a Nilfgaardian spy. I was carried as that figurine all the way to Lochmuin. Asira decompressed me back just before they murdered her. Shillard interrogated me but learned nothing. If it wasn't for you, they'd have had me quartered. I didn't piece the puzzle together until I was here, in the dungeon. Now you know everything.
She don't get quartered if you... Okay, I don't remember exactly what happens if you go help Roach instead of saving her. We'll find out because this is almost over, and I'm going to go back and do the other pass. It's a lot of extra stuff, but it's so cool, the different, learning the different different paths. But this one's kind of quick and easy, learning the two different paths here because it's so close to the end. The one that takes the longest is the other one, the crossroads. Either Falling Roach or the Scoia'tael. And I followed Roach this time, but I'll go back and do the Scoia'tael. But when you save the children or the kid, the princess or whatever, instead of Triss, she still survived. She said that they would have drawn and quartered her or something, which means they would pull her apart. Quartered means your legs and arms get pulled off, 4 parts. Actually, that's more like 5 parts, but it actually turns out to be 4 parts. So drawn and quartered is when they get 4 horses. That's where they came up with the term. I'm pretty sure this is where they came up with the term. They get 4 horses and tie a rope around each of your ankles and each of your wrists, and have the 4 horses run in the opposite directions of each other. All 4 directions. So you end up, it tears you apart into 4 parts. I guess one part's going to be bigger than the rest, though, because one part will probably still have your torso on it. But yeah, gross, huh? Anyway, Seska knew the Lodge's plans. I can't remember who Seska is. Seska.
Did Saskia know the Lodge's plans?
She didn't even know the Lodge existed. Philippa told her that the sorceresses would support an independent state in the Pontar Valley, no strings attached. A fairy tale, but Saskia bought
Oh,
it.
Seska's the...
Saskia backed Philippa, and the people backed Saskia.
Seska's the leader of the elf and dwarf army. Well, I guess they got some humans too, but...
Did Saskia know the lodge?
She didn't even know the lodge existed. Philippa told her that the sorceresses would support an independent state in the Pontar Valley, no strings attached. A fairy tale, but Saskia bought it. Saskia backed Philippa, and the people backed Saskia.
Yeah, all the poor people and all the non-humans were part of her army.
Who had Foltest assassinated?
I have no idea. Perhaps after Demavend's successful assassination, Sheila and Philippa decided to take the next step.
That would be stupid. Killing Demavend was a way to take control of the Pontar Valley. People would forget the regicide in a year, and the Lodge could put its plan in motion. They had to know that if Foltest died, men like Roach wouldn't rest until they learned why that had happened.
One thing is certain. Letho killed Foltest, and Sheila was working with Letho.
I know that Letho killed Foltest because we were there. What was Sheila's what was Sheila actually doing in Folsom?
Ever find out what Sheila was actually doing in Flotsam? I find it hard to believe she went there just to kill a monster and earn a few orans.
You're right, of course. It had something to do with Letho and the Scoia'tael.
What did she want from Yorvith?
The Scoia'tael were Saskia's trump card. I expect Sheila needed to know what the elves would do, given that a war with Hensel was practically inevitable.
That'll have to do for now.
We'll learn more at the talks.
You're going to attend?
You have no memory of how the world worked before the Thanad massacre.
Actually, I know exactly how it worked.
That means...
We'll talk about my memory later.
Yep.
All right. If the Council and Conclave still existed, kings wouldn't be assassinated and massacres would be less frequent. This is our chance to restore these institutions, and we shouldn't miss it. Normalizing relations between the rulers and the mages who advise them is our only chance for peace.
And our only chance to dismantle the Lodge.
The Lodge will disintegrate anyway. Once the kings learn it was behind the assassinations, they'll start a witch hunt. We can prevent that from happening. I'm all for punishing the guilty, but can't abide collective responsibility. I'm ready to go and reveal everything I know about Philippa Eilhart, Sheila de Tanserville, and their schemes.
Let's go then.
Okay, I already checked all this. Wait, I better save. There might be some more fighting. This way.
Those Nilfgaardians, that's your work?
They followed their leader too blindly.
You killed them all?
They didn't slaughter themselves.
Get out this way? Why? Nope. Oh, right here maybe? Is this the same area I was in before? Doesn't look the same. Whoop, what was that? Yeah, this is the way I came in. It's this way. Where'd she go?
We shouldn't arrive at the same time. Let's split up.
I don't want to lose you again.
Triss.
Yes?
That was some mess. I wouldn't want to see you hurt like that again.
Don't worry, I'll manage. See you at the talks.
All right.
Leveled up again? Wow, I've leveled up twice. since I started that quest.
Nothing special.
Talk to Triss before entering the amphitheater. Okay. I doubt if I can even talk to Roach now. That's it, man. This is right at the end. I don't have much else to do. This is where...
Get out of there!
Where Roach was. Doubt if I can get in here now. Yep. Pretty sure the little bastard girl got killed. Thanks to me. Okay, so also in Witcher 3, okay, so Witcher 2, or Witcher 1 even, Witcher 1, Geralt loses his memory, doesn't know what's going on, and little by little you find he remembers what had happened before he lost his memory. That he lost his memory like right before Witcher 1 started. In this one you find a lot more out about what happened before, and he pretty much knows everything that happened now. He got killed, went to their version of heaven, like, you know, Stovallcor or whatever it is, Avalon, something like that, and he, I guess, well, he had a girlfriend before that, Yennefer. And Triss was his friend. They might have had a relationship before he met Yennefer, maybe. I don't know. It never really says that. But Triss was just one of his friends. Somehow, maybe Yennefer got killed with him because she was with him in his Avalon afterlife or whatever. The Wild Hunt, which is what the Part 3 is named after, is a group of race that just go terrorizing and ride their horses across the sky, burning everything in their path, some bullshit like that. But they ended up coming into Avalon and stealing Yennefer. This is as far as I can remember. I don't know. I might be getting some of the details wrong or something. But, so and when they stole her, they ended up, somehow he ended up coming back to Earth, or in our, you know, our plane of existence. But he completely lost his memory. And the other Witchers which it hasn't shown any of the Witchers that he worked with yet up to this point in the game. It will, well, I guess it showed one of them in Part 1. His mentor. I can't remember his name, but in Part 3, it starts out with him at the Witcher Castle. It's called Kaer Morhen. And that's where his school of Witchers are from. There's different schools of Witchers. And Witchers are people that go out and kill monsters for money. They're kind of like mercenaries, but they go out to kill monsters, not people. During the time that his memory's gone, you know, you run into Triss, and in part 1, you can actually stay with her, or you can actually go with this other girl. Shaya or something like that. Shai? I don't remember. Shawnee. In this one, he gets his memory back and realizes that he's in love with Yennefer, but he also he's in love with Triss also. But problem is and I don't know if you can do it from part 1 to part. I know you can do it from. You can take the save from part 1 and bring it into Witcher 2, and a lot of the things that happen in part 1 affect what goes on in part 2. And I can't remember if you could do the same thing into part 3. I'm pretty sure you can, but this one actually you could make the decision of not staying with Triss, or staying with her or not staying with her. And in part 3, you also get that choice. I don't know what happens if you stay with her in part 3, because I chose Yennefer instead when I played it. I've only played that one time. I'd like to find out what happens. Anyway, that's a long story to get to a stupid spot, huh?
Break your wands and burn. It's a brazen attack. KingRat will learn of this.
It's a brazen attack on my sensibilities. I should just sell most of this stuff. I'm gonna keep the harpy. Little dog. He's barking. Darcy's mom must be here. He'll shut up after she gets in. Wow, those are some good pants right there. Wait a minute. Compare them to what I have on. Yeah, those aren't as good. Hey, what's up? Oh, no, those are not as good as I have. I think I already had some of these at one point.
The audacity!
Pull yourself together!
Oh, wow, what's that? Wow. Medal of Distinguished Service to Temeria. Wow, that just brings up my crap a lot. I gotta put that on. I didn't know I got that. Let me see. Okay, so I can. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. It's actually not as good as what I already have. That Drog trophy has 55 vitality, and this one only has 15. Only difference is that one, the one that I have, has armor rating. The other one has damage rating. I think I'd rather keep the one I have. Why is my... Oh, it's because I got all that shit. I'm going to sell this other stuff. Okay. I don't see that I need anything else. This game's almost over.
This would never happen if the Conclave still existed.
Might actually finish the main quest today, and then I can go off the other side quests. Not the side quests, but the other branches of the quest. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. Put that in. Oh, that's it? Okay.
And if Grandma had a moustache, she'd be a catfish. Oh, shut up.
That guy does not look friendly. Where exactly am I going? Going over here.
Swiving son of a cunt! His cocksucking motherfucking majesty!
Wow.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Language.
Pardon me, sir. I meant no offense.
What?
You're leaving the deliberations. Why?
Henselt! He's to have all Eddern where to live in a Kedwenny yoke! Scandalous.
No one opposed him?
None! Radovid drools for Temeria, and will let that lout have anything in exchange. The North will never be the same again. I must return home. Farewell.
Roach had murder in his eyes. He wanted blood and couldn't care less that it was royal, that this was what Letho would have wanted. The death of a king is the triumph of chaos, civil war, famine, fear among common folk, a time of disdain. That is the only reason Henselt remains alive and Kedwen grows stronger. Thousands of Kedwennies live better lives because their ruler is an amoral, ruthless son of a bitch who stands above the law.
Huh. So if I wouldn't have saved his life, all this shit wouldn't have been happening. There's only 2 of these left.
There wasn't no mail yet. If it happens to come, you want to bring it in?
Okay.
See you later.
All right, bye-bye. This is it. This is the final scene of the game, I think. Oh no, no, it's not. There's one after this. Or 2. Oh, there's Triss. This isn't the last of the game. Could possibly finish the game though today.
So, even the Nilfgaardians have graced us with their...
We're about to witness a great event.
Yeah, I can't wait. Let's go inside.
It's now or never.
It's now or never.
Whether you like it or not, John Natalis, Temeria will be divided.
For the good of the entire North.
The united forces of Kedwen and Redania will end the fighting among the Elder Houses and secure peace from Gorsvelen to Ellender.
Temeria has yet to speak its last.
Vernon Roach, commander of your fallen King's Special Forces, was responsible for today's massacre in the Kedwenny camp.
Has he been captured?
He fled. Our people are on his trail.
Lesser incidents have culminated in war, Constable.
Roach acted on his own behalf.
This illustrates precisely why Temeria cannot be left to fend for itself. The result would be anarchy and chaos.
So that's what it was talking about. Is okay. So since I didn't help Roach,
To the matter at hand.
I saved Triss instead. Roach went berserk and freaking killed everybody in that camp.
An exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors.
You know what? Go back a second. I got to see that. I wasn't paying attention. I was wondering what the hell they were talking about, but yeah, that's what happened. Is Roach, because I went to save Triss instead of helping him, he went into that camp because he was after to try to save the daughter of King Foltest, the bastard child, and he went in and killed everybody in the Kinwitty camp. Whatever, can't pronounce it. Kinwittian, whatever. That's that one dude that was talking. It's his kingdom. You know what? I need to double check on that. So Roach went to the... I thought he said Kidwinian. Redanian camp to wait for the Witcher there, while Geralt faced a dilemma. To follow him... See, he went to the Redanian camp. Radovich. Let me see. This Lilies and Vipers probably says it. Council of Regents had dispatched Foltest's children to Loch Moine, where their fate was to be decided. The convoy had almost left Meria territory when the commander received a letter from Kimbolt. Once on the trail, the convoy was attacked by unknown assailants. I'm trying to get this dang story straight. They wanted to learn what truly happened. Okay, this should say this final paragraph. Witcher drew closer and closer to the conclusion of the Tamriel Highborn were guilty to some degree. After Foltest's death, each and every one of them at least considered taking the throne, blah, blah, blah. Geralt decided the Witcher presented his charges. That doesn't actually say it right there. Crown witness, then. No, then the messenger. Okay, here we go. The Count was indeed collaborating with Nilfgaard. He had arranged to attack the convoy, carry Bussy and Annius in the bid to abduct the royal bastards for the Empire. Thus, he had handed the boys a hand in the boy's death, even if the Count was. Doesn't say. I'm trying to figure out which kingdom took the little girl. So the Kedwinian. Wow. Somewhere in here it says that Marivel. Well, it said that it already said. I just read the part where it said Marivel delivered the girl to the Kedwinians. That's right here. I don't know. I'm a freaking lost. I'm a lost. I'm just trying to find out who actually had the little girl before Roach went off. I don't know. I'm going to listen to what this cutscene a little stronger this time.
Yeah, I can't. Let's go inside.
It's now.
Right here.
Whether you like it or not, John Natalis, Temeria will be divided.
That's not it. It was this one. I'm so lost. I hope this mentions it, because I want to see who, with the people that's talking.
Swiving son of a cunt.
Excuse me.
Henselt.
No one up.
None. Radovid drools for Temeria, and we'll let that lout.
Here.
Roach had murder in his eyes. He wanted blood and couldn't care less that it was royal, that this was what Letho would have wanted. The death of a king is the triumph of chaos, civil war, famine, fear among common folk, a time of disdain. That is the only reason Henselt remains alive and Kedwin grows stronger. Thousands of Kedwenis live better lives because their ruler is an amoral, ruthless son of a bitch who stands above the law.
So it was Kedwinian. It had to have been. Okay. I think I know what happened. So that Marivel captured the daughter of the king, you know, well, the bastard daughter and son. And the son got killed during the process, but the daughter got captured. He handed the girl over to the Nilfgaardians, which is the kingdom and the people that I just fought to get Triss back. The Nilfgaardians, I remember this now. I couldn't find it inside the reading all that crap, but earlier in the game it said that the Nilfgaardians, as a sign of goodwill, gave the girl, the princess, to Hansel, which is the king of Kedwin. So that's where Roach went in and started killing off all the Kedwinians. But it didn't say anything about him actually saving the girl. I don't think she made it. And it's pretty much my fault. For saving Triss instead of helping him. There we go. So now let me listen to what's going on in here.
We're about to
I'll
witness
understand
a great
it more.
event.
The only reason I went through all that is because I couldn't understand who was who they were talking about, because it's this game it's like Game of Thrones. You got to freaking catch every little freaking detail to understand what the hell's going on. Because there's so many players in this like freaking battle for the kingdoms here. It's crazy. And I want to get this all fresh in my head because I want to play part 3 again. And I know that part 3 has a lot to do with this. I mean, it's the same kingdoms and stuff, but I want to see how much it has to do with it. Can't remember.
Yeah, I can't wait.
It's now or never.
So here we go.
Whether you like it or not, John Natalis, Temeria will be divided.
For the good of the entire North.
The united forces of Kedwin and Redania will end the fighting among the Elder Houses and secure peace from Gorsvelen to Elendar.
Temeria has yet to speak its last.
Vernon Roach, commander of your fallen King Special Forces, was responsible for today's massacre in the Kedweni camp.
Has he been captured?
He fled. Our people are on his trail.
Lesser incidents have culminated in war, Constable.
Roach acted on his own behalf.
This illustrates precisely why Temeria cannot be left to fend for itself. The result would be anarchy and chaos.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the northern kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanserville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherds at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
Sheila de Tanserville should never be allowed to sign this document.
Triss Merigold, you decided to join us after all.
De Tanserville has royal blood on her hands. She can't sit on the Conclave.
That is a lie.
Have you anything to support these claims, Merigold?
There are witnesses who will confirm that Sheila de Tanserville was behind the assassinations of Demavend and Foltest.
Officials of the future Council and Conclave. Sheila de Tanserville should be arrested and tried. If Triss Merigold speaks the truth, Lady de Tanserville will be condemned to death.
Flaming Rose?
Sheila de Tanserville, until Triss Merigold's charges are dismissed or refuted, you cannot sit on the Conclave.
Arrest her.
He brings in the frickin' Flaming Rose. They don't like any kind of magic.
You don't know the whole truth. Merigold doesn't know what she's talking about.
And enter the dragon. Well, that king's brave as fuck, man. He just jumps in the way. The kings usually don't do that. Grabs a shield and jumps right in front of the fire. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of screenshots because I don't know which one I want to use for the thumbnail. I'd like to get a good one of that dragon. Okay, so oh, it's called Inner Dragon. I didn't know that it was actually called that. Okay, let me check out the journal entry here. Okay, Geralt ran for Sheila de Tanserville as fast as his legs could carry him. He could hear the sorceress's voice in his head, and the more she said, the more he wanted to silence her. Yet Sheila held one more trump card, the dragon. Okay, so I need to get her or defeat the dragon, it says. Oh god, I can't remember how to do this. I'm gonna die.
Sheila! You have to get Sheila!
Okay, I have to get Sheila, is what Triss is saying. She's up there.
Stand back while you can, Witcher. You can't stop me, not you, not anyone else.
Oh yeah? Oh god, I remember this. Okay. Not good. Keep going.
If I have to, I will kill you.
Okay. Oh! Yeah, that didn't feel too good. Whoa. Okay, let's wait till after the fire this time. Now run. How come I'm on fire? I waited until after the fire.
You're late. I've already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody will find you.
Sooner
I prefer
or
to leave
later.
on my own terms.
Where's Letho?
Sir Synthesis will tend to him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Letho cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Letho happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that. After assassinating Demavend, Letho used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Letho is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorveth, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb.
The dragon attacked Foltest's troops during the siege of Lavalette Castle. That hardly supports your tale.
We did not control it then. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
Witcher.
Farewell! Something's not right. The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed. I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it!
Trying.
You waited long enough. Should you survive, go south to Nilfgaard, where you'll find Yennefer of Vengerberg. Farewell, Witcher.
Yennefer? He just told me about where to find Yennefer. Oh god, dragon. Can I get anything in here? Ow. Ow. I'm just going all for it. Am I dead? Oh. Man, I wanted to get a screenshot of that. Where's it at? Oh, wait. Wait, where am I? Climb. Climb some more. Oh, wow. I'm up here. Wow. Wow. I'm a little bit afraid of heights, man. Come on, bastard. Where you at? Oh, God. Come on, can I get my sword out, please? It's either me or him. Whichever breaks first. He's down. Yeah, buddy. I'm getting screenshots of the ass here. Hope I got a good one. Whee! Oh, press the wrong button. I'm dead. And I'm 8. You just got a Witcher sandwich. God. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't know I had to press the right button again. I pressed the X instead of the Y. Whee! Okay, Y was next. I'm gonna probably have to hit quite a few buttons. I better just keep an eye out. Whoa, we're doing loop-de-loops. Oh! Oh, that was gnarly. Witchers don't kill dragons, but in this case, it looks like it's almost dead anyway. Who's coughing? Is there like people down in here? Lochmuin.
A list of the Lodge's sorceresses.
A list of the whores you'll help us find.
We're going after all the sorceresses now.
What's going on here?
I don't get exactly what's going on here. Those Flaming Rose dudes are against magic. And they killed a bunch of people, but yet they let that dude live? And he's taken over the whole frickin' fort now? So I can't get back across that way. There's Triss. She made it.
Are you all right?
More or less.
And the dragon?
I had to kill it, unfortunately.
Unfortunately?
Philippa enslaved the dragon with her magic. If I'd let it live, we'd surely find it serving the Lodge of Sorceresses. Many more would have died. Before the sorceresses broke the creature's will, it was noble and beautiful in its own way. But I'm dead tired of having to choose the lesser evil.
Let's get out of here.
I guess Letho got away.
He's waiting for you.
Waiting?
Where the Temerians made camp. Come on.
What do you mean, waiting? How do you know?
Utter chaos broke out after the dragon attacked. I tried to reach Philippa's quarters. A terrified man approached me in one of the alleys, gave me a letter and begged me not to harm him. He said it was for you. The letter was short. I'm waiting in the Temerian camp. Letho.
What happened here while I was gone?
All the kings had many more armed men than they should have had at a peace summit. During the evacuation, several skirmishes broke out. When it the Temerians. The Order's knights raped 2 sorceresses and killed those who dared try to help them.
Do you think the Council and Conclave will survive?
Well, they're established, and that's the only thing that prevented a wholesale massacre. Hard to say if they'll survive, but for the time being, no one's got any better ideas. Mages are part of this world, whether people like it or not. They have to have their rights, their place. Otherwise, another lodge will arise.
Okay. That kind of answered a little bit of it. I couldn't hear it too good. I hate the sound in this game. The sound really sucks. It goes up and down and up and down and up and down. Sometimes the voices are real loud. Other times it's real low. And sometimes the freaking background, the ambient sounds are freaking real loud, and other times they're real low. Or actually, the ambient sounds are always high. And if you go into the options, I got the music almost all the way off. If I turn this down, it should be turning the ambient sounds down, but it doesn't seem to matter. Listen to that. It's like freaking people talking. There's nobody even here. I'm going to end up having to fight that thing over there. It's a golem or something, maybe? This dog's been here the whole time. Every time I come into this area, that dog's there. That's the little girl. Hey, Roach found her. She's still alive.
Vernon Roach, step away from the child. She's of royal blood. Temerian. Too good for you, Horsens. You're an outlaw, wanted in all the north. Hand over the child and perhaps the king will show you mercy. I pass on Kedwenny mercy.
This is Head...
Roach!
Triss! We can't let them have her! This is Foltest's daughter! I've heard enough. Grab them!
That's Hensel's men.
For the king!
Oh, this guy?
I failed. Deathmold got away. Thanks, Geralt.
Triss needed my help. You know that. The Nilfgaardians outwitted us all.
What are you talking about?
They kidnapped Triss. The Emperor dispatched the Kingslayers using the Lodge as a decoy. All in order to breed chaos in the northern kingdoms.
Temeria is lost. Radovid and Henselt will divide it between them. They've signed the relevant treaty.
It's not lost. Temeria will be reunited. Get the child out of here. Take her far away. Far from the kings, their courts, and their wars. One day, she'll reclaim her heritage.
What about you, Geralt?
I'm going after the Kingslayer.
A man of his word.
It's personal now.
Farewell then, White Wolf. I trust we'll meet again in better times.
Farewell, Roach.
So you run into Roach in part 3 also. I can't remember if the little girl's with him or not. I think she is still. He's still protecting
Where's
her.
Yorvin? How is Yorvin?
Proud, I think. The reward on his head has never been greater. Those seeking him, the Scoia'tael hunters, will be reinforced. The special forces throughout the north will receive more resources. The Council and the Conclave are assigning several mages to the task. Yorveth is now public enemy #1. They won't rest until they find him.
What's this? Is that like notes? Notices? This is where the people were playing dice before. Okay, where am I going? Wow, those freaking vines. Pretty nasty, man. I don't know if I even need to be grabbing anything. Because this is pretty much over with. There's some freaking mages. Probably end up having to kill them. So this freaking sound, man, is really screwy now.
This is no place for witches. Though I know you, and you appear wherever something important happens.
True, though sometimes by accident.
And this time, also a coincidence?
Let's say I have something to take care of.
In that case, hurry. Once we're done cleaning up this mess created by the royal soldiery, Loch Muin will be magically sealed.
Getting out of here?
Temporarily. We shall return soon enough to rebuild the city. Loch Muin will regain its former glory. Until that time, we need to keep the treasure hunters and troublemakers out.
So Radovid trusts you?
We shall win His Royal Majesty's trust by delivering Sheila de Tancerville and the other traitresses from the lodge.
That could take a while. Sheila's fled Loch Muin via Megascope.
We have time. She cannot hide forever. Sooner or later, she will be ours. Forgive me, I must attend to some matters. And don't dawdle. The city will be sealed in 1 hour.
I'm going in here. And there he is. Lethos. Damn it. Should have saved before I went in there. Oh, the sound's still screwy. Didn't even hear that part.
This is no
true,
and this
let's getting a temp. So we have.
Okay, before I go in here, I need to save. Actually, let me go like this so I know where I'm at. So this is another decision part.
There he is.
Wait for me.
Geralt.
This is Witcher business.
This is between me and him.
You don't have to.
I do. He knows how I lost my memory. Wait for me at the city gate. If I'm not there within the hour,
He knows how? I thought we already knew that. Actually, I want to do something else.
There he is.
Wait for me.
Geralt.
This is...
You don't...
I do. Wait for...
Okay, save right here. This is a better spot to save.
Took you a while? Is that bauble from Sheila's Megascope?
Mm-hmm. My final prank.
He was trying to kill her.
I switched the diamonds. The one in the Megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
I let her escape.
You're heartless. You've no idea what the Royal Witch Hunters have in store for her. A lot of pain for a long time.
I don't doubt it. So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first, vodka.
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships. Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back.
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
The winter solstice, 1270. Middenver, night of magic. Letha wasn't lying. The hunt had stopped. At the hanged man's tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had.
Fuck! I gotta redo that. I don't know if you guys can notice that. The damn sound really sucks, man. Okay, this should be dialogue. I'm gonna turn this dialogue up a little more. Maybe up to 4 even. Let's see what this is going to be really loud for a few minutes, but I want to see if it makes a difference in that part.
Mm-hmm. I left your... No.
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships. Recovered your memory yet? Remember?
Yeah.
Here we go.
The winter solstice, 1270.
Wow. So that's, I guess, don't think that's considered dialogue. Let me see if that makes a difference. I want to hear that part because that has to do with his freaking getting his memory back. Hey, Long Duck, what's up? Really need to bring back the super chat because I'm a lazy bastard. Super chat's not any easier than PayPal. All you got to do is go to hit the more button underneath and go to the PayPal link. I thought I explained that to you about the super chat. Why would I give YouTube 30% of the little bit of money that I make off of donations? When PayPal, well, see, that's 30%, then plus another 10% once it gets transferred to PayPal. So that's 40% of the money that would come off of the top if I used Super Chat. When if it goes straight to PayPal, It's only the 10%. It doesn't make sense to me to use Super Chat. It's just giving YouTube the little tiny bit of money that I make. It's not right.
I don't know, Matt. But I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships.
Yeah. Frank.
Here we go. Maybe I can hear it now.
The winter solstice, 1270. Middenvern, the night of magic. Letho wasn't lying. The hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every Witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our Witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
Oh, he was trying to get Geralt's soul. He
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left, friend.
He was trying to get Yennefer's soul,
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I chased you for many reasons.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations to start with.
Let's say I do.
Okay, Yennefer, tell me what happened to her.
Tell me about Yennefer. What happened after I departed?
She was feverish for several days. Delirious. In agony. We thought that was it. She was on her way out.
Somehow she recovered. But even then she was disoriented. Amnesia like you. What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. Throwing temper tantrums. Trying to seduce orcs. Trying to drive a wedge between us. After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived more than a month. The whims and vigor of a duchess, but she was just a sorceress with no memory. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you know, Geralt, in Nilfgaard, mages who behave like that either drop their bad habits quickly, or are drawn and quartered by horses in the middle of Victory Square.
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, she got in trouble and we pulled her out. And then one day they captured us. The Imperial Secret Police. Me, Ock, Serret, and Yennefer.
Imperial Secret Police?
Mm-hmm. We were separated, and they questioned us. Long and thoroughly, but it was uneventful. No violence. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau. And a couple of weeks later, the Emperor himself. Me. A simple witcher.
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission in the northern kingdoms. As for Yennefer, I had the feeling she was somehow important to Emir. As I see it, they learned of the Lodge from her. Those Imperial spooks have their ways. All I heard is that Vatir had his men watch Yennefer closely throughout the time she was at the palace. Then we went off to slay the kings of the north. That's where my knowledge ends.
So she's in the Empire?
She was when I left.
So he was actually working for Nilfgaard and the mages, both. Riders of the Hunt. You know who they are.
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every Witcher who wears the Viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the Hunt that I used to think our school was founded for the very purpose of solving the riddle of the spectral riders.
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the riders?
From what I understand, they're some damn elven race. But they turned out to be a big ruse. The legendary omen of war proved to be a fairground attraction.
No Market Square mage could possibly conjure up a cavalcade of wraiths speeding across the sky. Then there's the amnesia. No, there's something more, I assure you.
Go ahead, enlighten me. I can tell you want to.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought and killed many of its wraiths. They were spectral emanations, the avatars of real riders. The riders we ran into by the Hanged Man's Tree.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real material sons of bitches like the ordinary kind we deal with in this world?
They may be ordinary in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunction of spheres. Know the theory? Do you know how monsters appeared in our world?
There's not a Witcher who doesn't know that.
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open passages between these worlds, and they usually do that to summon the monsters we then have to hunt. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own. It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations. They come in person on special missions.
As they did for you and Yennefer. So, elves from another world and their trained wraiths. What did they want from you?
I've got an idea. But that's not your concern.
Okay, what now? Yes, but PayPal doesn't give you all the free stuff YouTube does for your channel. Just a thought. YouTube gives me free stuff for my channel? I don't think so. As it is not free, hence the 30%. They don't give me anything. They give me a platform, but they get ad dollars, freaking advertiser money to pay for that. I'm not getting it for free. I'm giving them the, not me personally, but YouTubers in general, give them the ability to make money off of advertisers. We are paying their salary. So I'm not getting anything from them. What do I get from YouTube? Just a platform to play games on. And I'm giving them, well, not me, like I said, not me personally. YouTubers are giving them their hard-earned creativity and creations, whatever they're making, whatever videos they're making. They're giving that to YouTube, for YouTube to use and make money off of. YouTube would be nothing without the creators. So it's kind of a two-way street. They owe us as much as we owe them, you know. Once you get popular enough, 30% will seem like nothing. 30% is a lot, dude. It's like freaking more than a freaking credit card pays in interest. 30% is a lot of money. And if you get popular, like one of these big YouTubers that make $1 million fucking dollars a year, 30% of $1 million is $300,000 fucking dollars. That's a lot of money for them to take out of your pocket. Then plus, on top of that, then the government takes another freaking 20% or more. So you're seeing about maybe less than half of your money that you're making. That's crazy, man. That's not counting the other freaking 8 or 9% that you pay in sales taxes when you buy something. You end up seeing a very small portion of your money with all the taxes and all the fees and all the crap that everybody's trying to take from you. So, yeah, 30% is a lot. It's more than anybody else takes. It's more than the government takes. They could charge you just to use their service like Ustream does now. Yeah, then they wouldn't, whoever Ustream is, I bet you they don't freaking make the money that YouTube does. Or they probably, if they do charge, they might not be using advertisers. And if they are using advertisers and they're charging the streamers, then they need to be shot. Because that's just wrong. Because do you understand that without the YouTubers, without the actual creators on YouTube, YouTube would not be anything. YouTube would not be able to make any money at all. They don't make money on their own. They don't do anything. They provide servers and the hookup. You could probably run YouTube with a freaking handful of freaking people worldwide, because they don't really do anything. All the rest of the people that they have, that they hire and that run YouTube and are all part of, I don't know, they're trying, it's hard to explain, but it wouldn't take a whole lot. The only reason why they have more people, a lot of people running YouTube, is to deal with the advertisers, to demonetize things that the advertisers don't want on, to do this, to legal people to do this and do that. The programmers, and programmers to actually write the code that the advertisers want you to do to freaking throttle back people and to fuck people over. Because of advertisers, period. It's all money. They make a lot of money. Believe me, freaking YouTube makes a shit ton of money. The freaking owner of Google is one of the richest freaking people in the world, ain't he? YouTube is selling movies and cable TV nowadays. That's part, that's part of their freaking new business plan, I guess. They're doing other stuff, but also the programming is not free. Somebody has to pay for programming the stuff you use on YouTube. Yeah, the advertisers. Advertisement pays for YouTube. They actually pay the creators to create stuff. YouTube would be nothing without the people making the videos. Don't you understand that? They owe the creators. They should not try to stick it to the fucking creators. The reason why they're sticking it to the creators is because of the advertisers whine about this and whine about that, so they end up having to do all these stupid algorithms. And yeah, the programmers are making the algorithms, but it's the advertisers that are freaking costing YouTube all the money. If YouTube wants any extra money, they should freaking get it from the damn advertisers. Not to bring you down, but all advertisers are supposed to be soon pulling their ads from channels owners due to, I would guess, channel owners aren't producing what they want to give you money. I understand all that, and it's sad. And what's going to happen? YouTube is going to go out of business because of it. It has nothing to do with the creators. It has to do with the advertisers. That's what I'm trying to say. Advertisers are what either make or screw YouTube. There is other platforms, and people will find other platforms to be creative if we keep the internet free. Unlike Europe, who is trying to freaking screw the internet and screw people on the internet. As long as the United States keeps the internet free, as long as the big business and big media doesn't fuck over the whole internet in the United States, people will find a way to do what you can do on YouTube. And they're not going to pay for it. They're going to get other ways to pay for it. Anyway, I'm trying to freaking play a game here, and you're getting me onto a stupid philosophical question that can be answered one way. I refuse to pay YouTube 30% of the little tiny fucking bit of donations I get. That's all. Not only do I refuse there's two parts to this. Not only do I refuse to pay 30%, it takes me a year or two to get enough fucking donations to even see the money. If you donated me, say, $10, I would see 7 of that. It would take 13 people to donate me $10 each before I would even see it from YouTube. You know how many people donate to me? Maybe one person a month. And I'm lucky if I see $10 on those donations. So it would take 13 months for me to see anything. That's over a year. That's if I got donations from everybody. Or if I got one donation, a one $10 donation per month on YouTube, it would take me over a year to actually get the money. Why would I want to wait a year? That's like working for somebody, or that's like people giving you donations for something. Like say you're a waitress or something, and people are giving you tips, but they're putting a hold on your tip, and you don't get to see it for a freaking year. So you only can get your tips once a year. That's insane. That's insane. So that's a simple answer. Let me get back into the game. I don't know why you can't see that. I don't know why you don't understand that, and you want to stick up for YouTube. You want to talk about, what was the statement you made a second ago? As it is not free, hence the 30%. It is free. It's a free service. I'm not going to pay YouTube for the privilege of using their platform when they're the ones that are making money off of the creators. They are using the creators. They are using the creators for their own benefit. So why can't the creators see something of it from that? I don't know. That was breaking news. on all TV networks, and I was shocked because I was like, channel owners are going to be fucked. Breaking news on all TV networks. Do you know what breaking news on all TV networks actually means? That one person got one fucking idea and decided to spread it out to all the different TV networks, and I've actually seen footage of different stories, and every single TV channel in the fucking world says the exact same thing because they're all getting it from the same source. I've seen multiple times that that's happened, where there's been breaking news on something and they say the exact same phrases because they're all getting it from the same source. It doesn't mean shit if it breaks on all channels, because half the freaking news is fake fucking news, period. Half the news that you hear is fake. The only way to find out if it's not fake or not is to do your own research. And yeah, YouTube has been doing this crap for a while. The advertisers are trying to screw over people, and people aren't going to take it. Already, freaking Patreon's going to be going out of fucking business because the people won't take their crap anymore, because they're trying to manipulate the business. They're trying to manipulate free speech to say who they think can do things and who can't do things. And it's all due to advertisers. It's all due to the freaking political agenda of advertisers and them not wanting to lose money, period. It all has to do with money in the end. And yeah, the big companies and big businesses and big freaking media, mass media and shit is trying, mainstream media is trying to steal YouTube from the people that made it big. Just like back in the origins of television. In the origin, when television first came out, people could cheaply make their own television channels and broadcast shit. And then freaking the big three networks drove them all out of business. Then cable came out, and people were able to do closed caption TV from their basements. That's what freaking Wayne's World was based on. People used to do that. And then all the big cable networks like Turner's Broadcasting and freaking Viacom and all them freaking companies drove those people out of business. And that's exactly what they're trying to do with the internet. As long as we can keep the internet free, let them take over freaking YouTube. We'll find another way. So Trump is right about fake news. Trump's not the one that came up with the idea of fake news. He's just flapping his gums about what everybody else says. Fake news is fake news, and it's been fake news for as long as I can remember. You need to take the news with a grain of salt and do your own research. That's what I've always done since I was young. If I really want to find out something, there's alternate sources, and you listen to both sides. You listen to people that have an agenda on one side. You listen to the people that have the agenda on the other side, and then you just go right somewhere in the middle and say, okay, this is what the news is. I'll listen to CNN and see what their report is on it. I'll listen to Fox and see what their report on it is, and then go somewhere right in the middle and say, okay, this is how it really was, Well, now with the internet, it's really easy to do research. Back in the day, though, you had to listen to other different points of view and then make up your own mind. Anyway, I'm going to get back into the game. Why did you become an Imperial spy?
How did a Witcher agree to kill humans at another human's bidding?
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt. And he's no ordinary human. The rulers of the North come up to about where his poleans end.
Why?
Simple. He promised to rebuild the School of the Viper, the Witcher's order where I came to be. Witcher's schools in the south fell into ruin long ago, and Witchers themselves became internal exiles, banned from entering most cities. Besides Seret and Ox, I know of 2 other Witchers of the School of the Viper who should be alive and on the path. I don't know where they are. Haven't seen them for years. Now they can come out of hiding. They can come home.
Why did you wait for me?
Why are you still here? Why did you wait for me this time?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me. And I don't aim to hide anymore. Fact is, only you know the truth about me. Well, and a couple of folks whose word isn't worth spit anymore. I never saw you as a foe. I want to go my way. But if I have to fight you first, so be it. This story ends here and now.
What was it all about? What was the aim?
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the north. Soften it before the invasion. And you know what's incredible? We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another. Pursue their God-given rights. Seek vengeance and be at each other's throats for years to come. The north resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.
Need to know the whole picture?
Care to tell me?
And you know the
Still curious about the assassinations. How did you find Sheila?
How did you manage to contact Sheila?
It wasn't a problem once I learned of the Lodge's existence. Initially, she watched my every move. But sooner or later, everyone starts treating me like a big oaf. I mean, I can't change how I look. I stayed close to Sheila, killed a few beasts for her, and whined about how unhappy I was, how unfair the world was. So much, in fact, that I actually got her gander up a few times. I made sure a few potentially trustworthy witnesses saw us together, could link us. Security in case I was captured. I also prepared to assassinate the King of Kavir. Esterad Tyson was to be the first victim of the mysterious assassins. But before I could do the dirty deed, Sheila asked me to slay Demavend. The gods had smiled upon me. I couldn't believe my luck. Here I've been trying to figure out how to frame Sheila. And now all I needed was to carry out her orders and follow through.
Damavand's the king that got killed at the very beginning of the game. One thing that's not clear to me, though, before the beginning of this game, okay, right at the very beginning, Demavand got killed. Then right after that, Witcher was with Foltest, and he got killed and got blamed for it, but it was this guy that did both of those two. Before the beginning of this game, he was with Foltest, and there was an attempt on Foltest's life from another Witcher. But from what Letho was saying here, him and the other two Witchers that he was with, he's only mentioned two other ones that were with him all the way back from when he ran into when he was with Yennefer, when Geralt lost his memory. So he's only had 2 other Witchers. Who was the 3rd Witcher? Because the attempt on full test of life at the end of the first game was a Witcher, and Geralt killed him, but he didn't know who he was. Well, he didn't have his memory anyways, but there's no mention of who that person was. I don't know. How'd you learn about the Lodge?
Where'd you get your information about the Lodge?
From the Emperor and Vatir Durido, the Emperor's chief spy. And I believe they got it out of Yennefer.
She recovered her memory?
Nah. I'd never claim she informed on her friend's conscience. Whatever...
Wait, hold on.
Where'd you get your information about the Lodge?
From the Emperor and Vatir Durido, the Emperor's chief spy. And I believe they got it out of Yennefer.
Oh,
she
okay.
recovered her memory?
Nah. I'd never claim she informed on her friends consciously. I expect they found a way to tap into her memory in spite of her amnesia, and without her knowing it. There was a sorcerer present when I was questioned. A young, proud intelligence officer. Whatever the case, they gave me a list of the sorceresses in the Lodge. Only Emir, Vatir, and I were present. Only we knew of the mission.
Emir and Vatir, he keeps mentioning those names, and I'm pretty sure they're both in Part 3. I remember the government wanting to tax the internet twice, and the people say, hell no, you will ruin it, so they said, okay, we'll reconsider. Well, right now, in, I don't know if you're probably gone already, but if you watch this later, they're got some laws in Europe where they're going to be taxing the internet. They have this thing called the link tax, which sucks. It's their way. Okay, so in England, it's well, more than just England, Germany, a few other countries over there, they have a thing called the television tax, where if you buy a TV, if you own a TV, you get I guess you get taxed when you buy the TV also, but you also have to pay a monthly fee, a monthly tax. Not like cable fee, but I wonder if the cable fee's on top of that. I bet you have to actually pay a cable fee on top of that just to actually be hooked up to the internet, or not the internet, the cable. But they have state-run TV channels like BBC and Channel 4 and a couple other ones, and you have to pay a tax that pays for those TV stations because they're public. They're owned by the government, so you actually have to pay a tax, and it's a monthly fee or yearly fee. I guess you could pay it by the year if you wanted, and it's like $150 in England, I think, and I don't know how much it is in the other European countries. But because they can't get that tax from people that are on the internet, I guess that's why they're doing the link tax. But I think if they watch broadcast TV over the internet, they still have to pay that fee, that television fee. If they watch BBC or anything like that. Anyway, got to go cut the grass, and I'll be back maybe. Will we still be streaming or not? Get you next time. Yep. Anyway, where was I? Okay. How did you kill Demavend? We saw that at the beginning.
How did you manage to slay Demavend?
Sheila's magic. I mean, she could give us the king's every move. His habits, the positions of the palace guards, anything. All we had to do was navigate the labyrinth and land the final blow. Besides, she had plenty of gold for the preparations. Greased palms abundantly. It had all the makings of a cakewalk. But it's never that easy. We barely avoided our pursuers. And we wouldn't have if not for Yorveth Scoia'tael, another of Sheila's ideas. With Yorveth's elves, not only did we cut down Demavend, but traveling with them put us out of the Lodge's reach. We could calmly plan Foltest's and Hensel's assassinations.
How did you know Foltest would get to the solar? To the solar. Is that the place where he got killed? I thought it was like... I don't know.
How did you know Foltest would come to the monastery's solar?
Yorveth and I planned Foltest's murder. The King of Temeria would have to deal with the Lavalette sooner or later, and he made no secret of it. I was sure he'd want to recover his bastard children in the process. And where do they take the children when a castle's under siege? I had to become a monk, but I couldn't just arrive at the monastery and claim I'd seen the light. Not very believable. So one of Arian's patrols out in the forests happened on a Scoia'tael unit torturing a helpless monk. Arian's brave men drove off the elves and I found shelter in the monastery.
No one noticed you had no wounds?
I paid the monk who treated me a lot of orange to stay silent. Actually, it was only a loan, because I killed him later. Only the dead can keep a secret. Then all I had to do was wait for the situation to develop. When I saw you enter the chamber with Foltest, I thought I might fail. Luckily, you failed. To recognize an old friend.
You wanted to take over Yorveth's unit? What was the idea?
When did you decide to get rid of Yorveth?
As soon as I realized I couldn't manipulate him. A true fox, that one. He was so observant, so dangerous. I got the sense he might see through me at any moment.
You made a mistake. You were untouchable as long as the Scoia'tael were protecting you.
Maybe, but with Yorveth, my hands were tied. If I'd finished off Kieran...
But you didn't. And that allowed me to drive a wedge between you and Yorveth. I forced you to flee.
And I let you live. You know I could have killed you. You're forgetting.
No, I remember.
Sheila came to Flotsam looking for you.
So Sheila was looking for you when she came to Flotsam?
Mm-hmm. She thought she was still in control and wanted to get rid of me. I'd bet my eyes that she thought I'd lost my mind. Or that Yorveth was manipulating me.
And the North descended deeper into chaos.
Exactly. There was just one problem. You.
A witcher.
I could have killed you in the Elven ruins. Thing is, you weren't really my enemy.
You failed to slay Hensel.
Shame you didn't take a shot at Hensel yourself. History might have taken a different turn.
Maybe I would have killed him. Maybe you would have killed me. Who knows? But Hensel's death, although desirable, wasn't necessary anymore. The plan could go forward without it. You killed Seret and Orcs. Damn shame as I see it. Two good witchers.
They were murderers, Letho. Just like you. Don't change the subject.
Right. I was on my way to Loch Muin by that time. I had to prepare, inform that prune Shillard of the plan. Everything had to play out perfectly. There was no room for error.
Yennefer and the Wild Hunt. I already did all that.
And you know the no.
Guess let's finish this.
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Want to fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here.
Let's get drunk first and then beat each other to death.
The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away and I will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
Okay, I'm going to do this both ways. Can I save? No. I'm going to fight him, see if I can win him, but I want to end with this one. Go away. Because he does show up in part 3, and if they use my save from this game on part 3, then I don't think he'll show up. Give it your best shot.
Time to fight. Ready?
As I'll ever be. You fear death.
Stop whining and fight.
What does it feel like to be almost dead?
Said fight.
Gotta wait for that shield to go away. Oh wow, that's not even... I don't even have the right thing out. Damn, he brought the shield back up. Wow, knocked me on my ass. Wow, that just sucked. Damn it! How do you lock onto somebody? I thought it was... Damn.
The wolf has teeth. I can tell already.
Of course you can.
You tire quickly.
I'm tired of your talking.
Damn it. Thought if I keep running around in circles, he won't hit me. Wow, I'm almost dead. He's not even halfway there. I wonder why all the mages and then him, a Witcher, a couple Witchers, they can do that. They can do that freaking shield thing, but I can't get a shield. I thought one of the things that I had was a shield, but it doesn't seem to freaking work.
You fear death.
Stop whining and fight.
What does it feel like to be almost dead?
I said fight.
Damn. I got the wrong freaking one. What the fuck? Come on. Go. Is that... No, that doesn't freaking stop him. Oh. Wow. I don't even think I could kill him in a fair fight. Every time I try to use something on him, he brings up that shield.
The wolf has teeth. I can tell already. Of course you can. You tire quickly.
Damn. Almost dead. Just let it hit me. How you Lee? I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name right, but hey, welcome to the stream.
You fear death. Stop whining and fight. What does it feel like to be almost dead?
I said fight.
Son of a bitch. Still have the wrong hang up. Wow. Son of a bitch! I can't get shit to work right. I'm sitting here trying to throw this, and it doesn't freaking work half the time. Is that grape shot? No, it's not even grape shot. Damn it. Oh, he's got a damn shield again. Anytime I try to use a bomb, he brings that shield up. See? That actually looks like it automatically gave him a shield.
The wolf has teeth.
And they're sharp.
I'm better. I can tell already. Of course you
Oh, you bastard.
You tire quickly.
That's the only way I'm going to get him is fight him outright. I got to wait till his shield goes down, though. If he doesn't keep doing that shit, I can't even recover from him knocking me over before. That's really kind of a suck-ass thing. You notice how he did 2 different magics, 3 if you count the shield, without hesitation. See, there's one, and then he's automatically...
I don't want to kill you. You're nowhere near my level.
Of course not. I'm
I've had enough of this dance. Goodbye, Geralt.
Come on! I'm pressing the wrong freaking button, ain't I? Oh! Son of a bitch, I was pressing the wrong button. I was trying to freaking block, and I was pressing the wrong fucking button. I almost had him that time. Wow.
You fear death.
Stop whining.
I wonder how, what this ambient noise is. You can even hear it when you're on pause. People coughing and talking like you're in a freaking airport with echoing. Stupid
What does
shit
it
like
feel
that.
like to be almost dead?
I said fight.
Okay.
The wolf has teeth. And they're sharp.
Fuck, I keep pressing the wrong damn buttons, don't I?
I can tell already.
Son of a bitch.
You
I had the
tire
advantage.
quickly.
I'm tired of your talking.
There we go. Damn it. Oh. Oh, you son of a freaking oaky ass bitch. What the fuck?
I don't want to kill you. And I will you. You're nowhere near my level.
Of course not. I'm no Kingslayer.
I was doing so good. I really don't like it when he does that. Ard. I was trying Ard on him, and it doesn't seem to fucking work. So this is what he keeps doing to me and knocking me down. Knocks him back a little bit, but it doesn't knock him down like it
I've
does
had
me.
enough of this dance. Goodbye, Geralt.
Oh, what the fuck? I've got him so close a couple times, but I can't get him.
You fear death.
Stop whining and fight.
What does it feel like to be almost dead?
I said fight.
See, look, it knocks me on my ass. It doesn't hardly move him. Maybe it's because he's so big, but still, it's just not fair. I'm using the same magic on him, and it kicks my ass. And then plus he has all these extra magics. Son of a bitch, an oaky ass mother.
The wolf has teeth.
And they're sharp.
I'm better. I can tell already.
Of course.
Damn!
You tire quickly.
I'm tired.
I'm not even doing very good this time at all.
I don't want to kill you.
I'll kill
feel my level.
Of course not. I'm no Kingslayer.
I've had enough of this dance. Goodbye, Geralt.
Oh, you son of a bitch. It knocks me on my ass and I can't... There he is. Kind of. There we go. Finally. Oh, poor Letho. Shall we?
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers. In Flotsam, he slew Bernard Laredo, but few mourned for the Commandant. Flotsam remained Temerian, while command of the garrison and town went to a Vizima noble, a sworn enemy of Kedwen and an avid angler. To this day, folk gather round bonfires in Lobendon to hear of the Witcher's deeds. The Witcher witnessed a great Kedweni victory in Edirn. At Vergen, Henselt's army crushed Saskia the Dragonslayer's motley force, ending the springtime of races. Soldiers of the Unicorn swarmed over the Pontar Valley. As it had before, powerful Kedwen swallowed Upper Edirn whole. Yet subsequent events would render Henselt's triumph short-lived. Dark clouds have been gathering over Temeria since Foltest's death. Stripped of its king, the land was like a rich cloth which nobles began to shred. These minor scavengers, however, scurried off in fear when true predators reached out for their prize. The summit at Loch Muin sealed the fate of Foltest's realm, when Radovid of Redania and Henselt of Kedwen divided it between them. Years before, Geralt of Rivia had witnessed the fall of the Council and Conclave of Mages. The summit in Loch Muin re-established both bodies. their founder sacrificing Sheila de Tanzerville and her accomplices. Yet Radovid also required humility and loyalty from the proud mages, but this did not sit well with all of them. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the days seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in a lapse of the muses.
Boobies!
Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia.
I had to get a screenshot of the boobies. That would be it. Anyway, tomorrow I'm gonna, not tomorrow, Tuesday. I'll be back with this on Tuesday. I'm gonna do 2 other endings. I'm probably not gonna go all the way back to that first crossroads on stream. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. But I want to do the 2 endings because I could do those in one night or one stream. So all I got to do is instead of saving Triss, save the little girl. I can do that ending, and at the very end I want to actually let Letho go instead of fighting him and show you how that ends. But I'll be doing both of those on Tuesday. But I'll be back tonight. I don't know if you guys could hear all this because of this, how loud this freaking music is. Anyway, I'll be back tonight with Assassin's Creed at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and tomorrow I will be playing Borderlands 2 with Darcy at noon Pacific time. So till then, leave a like, share, subscribe. Check out the links in the description below. Support my channel if you can with PayPal, or you can get some merchandise, all in the description below. I hope to see you tonight. Have a good one, guys. Adios.